So, you did it then. The Dream Slayer triumphs tonight, free after what feels like an eternity.
God, Jesus. That's it. That's Dr. F.
So, Slayer, my name is Friedrich. I used to be the head of this facility before everything fell apart. But let's not dwell on that any longer. We need to close this portal and rid the Dreamverse of this filth. I'm coming with, of course. I've been stuck here for too long. As a Dream Surf Slayer, it's a lot of fun. Welcome to the Dreamverse.
That was the game? That was the entire game. Pretty cool, actually. I actually like the style. Yo, what's up, Miles? How's it going tonight? Game use my FPS template, enemy template, enemy drone template, and enemy spawn templates as its base. Try them out if you want to make some FPS games yourself. She unlocked Disco Slayer. Speedrun mode unlocked. New Game Plus unlocked. Oh, cool. I'll give that a thumbs up. Alright, so I just started playing this little game thing where you can make your own little games and stuff, or play other people's games and stuff. Lots of weird stuff like, look at this, this is just Pogo, it's just that. Like this watch, it's just that, it's just Pogo. You could even make its return from, oh nice. I got my vaccination the other day. Holy crap! I gotta be level 2. Nice. Well, like it's actually like the last couple of weeks of school. It's actually there's actually a massive heat wave here, so we actually had to get sent home early. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I can't do it. I keep forgetting. No, no, no. We're only playing other people's games. Level up. Animation, audio, curation. Yeah, this is the game you can make like your own little stuff. Art, design, whatever. It's kind of like... It's pretty interesting. Huh. Some of your persona, we should have a better idea of who you are by level 5. I'll show you this little one I found. This one's called Temporal Fuse, which we're just gonna restart. It's still fairly cool down here. And, come July, yeah, when it comes July, then it's gonna be all screwy Louie. So in this little game, you have like limited time, and it's really cool how people. Oh, this is the end of the game. I didn't even see the end of the game. Oh, I didn't see the end of the game because I didn't even know there was more. Okay, I'm gonna reset progress. No, of course not. You don't invert the controls. Yeah, I was gonna start reading again, and then all the school stuff started happening, and then like the heat wave came in. Then the day I go to read, I lose power, and that was just blah. I hate it. I like when there's no power. Like I usually sit inside and read because I don't read outside ever just because I can't do I can't do the noise of reading outside. Jackbox TV. Oh, Jackbox TV. Jackbox TV, you just play specific mini games you buy in packs. This would be, if I had to compare this, I would compare this to that game Roblox you could play for free. But Roblox is a terrible tool set. This game actually, like, you can play this in virtual reality too. Minecraft is another game that's like this too, but like it has, but also again limited tool set. Error, stabilize. And then of course you can rewind time in this little game. You essentially just have to make it before. Ah! Oh shoot. One time the power went off in my house was going to right outside that day. Yeah, I don't write outside. Like also the wind too when I'm reading or something like that. It's always blowing the pages and stuff. I try and cover it. Yeah, my power took like a bit of time to come back on. Oh shoot, I can't even remember which way it was. It was this way, it was this way, it was this way. Oh shoot, it was outside. Shoot! Shoot! Can you let Layla? So Layla. Hey Layla! Layla! Put your pajamas on! It's time for bed! If you don't put your pajamas on, no soda. Huh? 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 There we go. Oh my god. There's like no time. Put your pajamas on, Layla. It's time for bed. Well, actually, no, you can stay up, but you can put your pajamas on. You have to go to bed at 8 o'clock, alright? Well, put your pajamas on, or else no soda. Because, like, you know, you gotta... Like, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. Ah! There we go. Yeah, like outside, like, yeah. I started reading that Ernest Hemingway To Have and Have Not. That book is just ridiculous. Not a bad book, it's just, oh, cool. I was sitting here, and I wonder, like, what do you do in that job? Do you just, like, do you take care of, like, do you always, like, make sure the place is clean, no dust or anything? Like, I don't know too much about house sitting. I was just curious, like, what mostly happens. Mission failed. Alright, but, alright. I was reading that Ernest Hemingway To Have and Have Not. It's not a bad. It's not like a bad little book. It's just like the thing with it is it's just ridiculous. Some of the word choice is just ridiculous. Like every other word is spook. Oh, I have my sister here, so spook and the N word and the S word. The S word, I'll say Shika. Shika. It's not Shika, obviously, but it's more like Shitako. Well, store maintain the house, take care of the dog. This gives me plenty of time to read and write. Oh, you get to take care of a doggo. Awesome. My doggo is sitting right here. Oh yeah, because I don't think it's a bad book so far. Like I just think, and also like a lot happens, so like my mind's just blown by like how much happens. Friggin', remember friggin' President Biden was quoting Hemingway at his inauguration. But I was told that the best Hemingway books are like For Whom the Bell Tolls, what the Metallica song is based on.
And sometimes it's
The Metallica song.
just need to share it with people.
Like, look at this. Anyone can make, like, I can make something like this if you look. I think I've heard of that one. I was told For Whom the Bell Tolls is one of his most popular books. I do know that of course it's a Metallica song. I gotta do it just for that alone. Definitely.
Acknowledging this, you might prove
the song's actually based on the album. I'm sorry, the book. That's a cool little puzzle thing right here. Like, this is so neat. And also you could do this in virtual reality, too. I'll have to check it out. Any particular ones that you really liked or enjoyed? Yeah, I also started Jurassic Park, but I don't know what it is. I just could not, I just find I could not get into it too much so far, which is a shame to say because, that's Michael Crichton and he's considered a legendary writer and stuff. I don't know what it is. I was also the same way, and to clarify, I was also the same way with the movie as well. I don't know what it is. It's just Jurassic Park is not one of those I enjoy, oddly enough. Which you think is weird, which you might think is weird because, it's, the books, classic, sci-fi, and, Like, not necessary. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything. I just think it's just so. I don't know. It just feels so average. In my opinion, it feels very average. I've seen the movie. I think it's a good movie. It's not one I particularly rewatch a lot. Like, and I also, like, I don't like a lot of Spielberg movies, actually. Which might be surprising, because I like Jaws. Really like Jaws, and I like the first and third indie movies. I don't care too much for. Actually, I like the fourth one as well. The fourth one's not a bad one. I don't care too much for the Temple of Doom anymore. I kind of fell out of it. I don't know. I just think maybe I didn't get to see Jurassic Park too much when I was younger, so maybe I just like don't have the same kind of. If I watched it more when I was younger, maybe I would have liked it a lot more. Maybe, I don't know. Now, Jurassic Park 3, I think Mike Mozart here on you. I think I've heard of him. Him or her. I'm assuming it's him just because his name's Mike. But like, I think I've heard the name. There we go.
And yet, it still won't always be received as intended.
Cool. I like classic YouTube. I'm also listening to a new a new favorite band of mine. And I really hope it does. I really hope it doesn't dethrone the Sabbath. Boy, howdy! I'm really liking Judas Priest. That is a band. I'm gonna put this one. What is that one I saw in the video? I think I listened to like I really like Sabbath, but like I was told that Judas Priest is like Sabbath, Zeppelin, and Deep Purple. They made the formula for heavy metal is technically made by. In all honesty, it's not the Beatles or really, but like the true formula is heavy metal was made by Iron Butterfly, like in a god the David, ha ha, like that classic rockin' little tune. And then the other guys got the formula, and then they progressed it a bit. But then, like, of course, they all became progressive rock. Judas Priest is like the first real like metal band, and like in like the general sense, like the general riffs, the drumming, the bass, the rhythm guitar, the vocals. Like the vocals are great by them. Rob Halford, he's doing like he goes in like a normal voice, and then he does a falsetto. He does a falsetto and stuff. They're one of their songs was in Godzilla vs Kong. It's the Breaking the Law. That's everyone's heard Breaking the Law probably at some point. Well, anyways, like the first album's like pretty alright, but the second one is like holy crap, it's amazing. Like the way like where they go, and then like their third and fourth albums are like they're freaking like incredible. Like I'm trying to find the Dreams top 10 games. Like it's really like pretty good. And then I haven't listened to their fifth album yet because I'm actually scared to now because the fourth album's probably the second, third, and fourth album are probably some of the best albums I've heard in like a long time. Woo! It's great. And then I know that also fun fact also the first I think it's one of the first like big metal bands where the lead singer is openly gay. And that's like it's pretty interesting because like it was '98, and people say that he hides subliminal messages in his songs about but no, he hasn't. He even said he hasn't. He's just like they're all about the core music. They're all about what the fans want. Actually, the albums that the fans hate, which is without the lead singer Rob Halford, those albums are delisted off YouTube and they're delisted off of Spotify. Oh yeah, Dancer. Oh dude, what was the last part you heard? What was the... Arden, stop. What was the last part you heard? I can repeat that if you want. Huh? This is really cool. Like, look at these graphics. This is like next generation level technology right here. Oh yeah, the second, third, and fourth albums are like incredible. Like the Sad Wings of Destiny, Sin After Sin. Of course, it's and then the fourth album is called Stained Class, which is my uncle's favorite album of all time. I also own it on CD too, and it's a freaking great album. And I was told they stay really good until 1990's Painkiller, and then after Painkiller, they get a new singer because the other one leaves for a bit. And those two albums are not very good. And then, but they actually care about music, what their fans want. And like they have since come back from that that hassle. Like it's just pretty good. It's like I'm so far I'm a fan, but I'm scared to listen to the fifth album. Yeah. I'll say it's a mixed era, but like I'm gonna go controversial and say that like some of the most interesting prog music came out at that time. Tool, the first System of a Down album, Korn came on the scene. I'm not a big fan of Korn. Nirvana was huge. I'm not. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say this. I think Nirvana's a good band. I just don't hold them to a mythical status. They're not very, like, technical. They're not very, like... They're very depressing, to be honest. I think it's like, the songs are depressing and just, overall just kind of... It's not necessarily, like, it's... And they don't, like, make, like, fun. They don't, like, make, like, a grim, like Nirvana's alright. I won't say they're a bad band, because they're not a bad band. I can listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit. My freaking last name's in the freaking one lyric of the song. It's a day, boss! Like, there's like that whole rockin' little thing, and then like, they only have 3 albums anyways. The reason they've held such a mythical status is because they stole a genre from the real king of grunge, Mother Love Bone. That's the real king of grunge. Even Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains even said that Mr. Andrew Wood is the real king of grunge. Nirvana was just the popular boys. That's, like legit, they were just the popular boys of grunge. And then I think pop was the worst in the 90s. Thrash metal was, I won't say it's dead because then there were still Megadeth albums coming out, like freaking then Metallica tried hard rock, but like, they're basically thieves because they just heard this one guy's album and they're like, oh, we can do this ourselves. Then they became the big boys, and then like they never even shouted out. They like Dave Grohl still to this day doesn't shout out Mother Love Bone or anything like that. The other grunge guys, they're all all about Mother Love. Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, all these guys, like they all said it really comes from Andrew Wood. Nirvana is just a bit of a hack, really. Like, they took that general style, they made it poppy, and then like everyone wanted to copy that style, like, because grunge was supposed to be like a return of like punk, kind of like a feel, like a punk kind of feel, because it's very like punk-ish. Like you hear like Alice in Chains, it's got that like it's got that punk, it's got the little rockin' little like punk thing. They just made it like poppy and just grim and everything. Now like I like other grunge bands, like they have their dark songs or they have their vocals, but they give like some power to it and stuff like that. Like I don't want to listen to freaking like I can do without listening to Nirvana ever again. Like, to be honest, like I'll go controversial and say Pearl Jam is a lot better, even though they're Americana band now. They're a lot better. That first album is pretty good. Stone Temple Pilots, even bands that are like alternative rock and metal, which is like kind of what grunge kind of became. There's a lot of better stuff out there. Oh yeah, Queens of the Stone Age. Oh yeah, actually, Queens of the Stone Age. They came off the heels of Josh Homme. I don't know how to say his name. The lead singer, he was in the band Kios. I don't know how to spell it, but I don't know how to say it, but like, that is a great band, Kios or whatever. That's a great band. I prefer them over his Queens of Stone Age, but I do like Queens of the Stone Age. They're like very technical. They're robot rock, they call it. That's what they call themselves, robot rock. I like it. Like, it's pretty neat. Yeah, another post-grunge thing, I'm trying to think, friggin' Anthrax, like, one of my favorite bands of all time, Anthrax, they did a grunge thing once, with their second singer, who I don't hate. So Anthrax was like one of the biggest bands of the frickin' 80s, like, thrash, they're the big four of thrash metal. What's one of the few bands my brother introduced me to that I actually like? Oh yeah, I like Queens of Stone Age. If you never checked out Kios, that guy's first band, check out Kios. And he was also loosely responsible for he was also in Them Crooked Vultures and he was also loosely responsible for the band Eagles of Death Metal, which is not a death metal band, even despite the name. I think they mean like deadly metal, like as in like weapons or whatever. I think that's what they mean technically. Yeah, I like Queens of the Stone Age. I have some CDs of them. I don't have the one with the famous tracks, the No One Knows, like the... Yeah, and the Eagles of Death Metal, like, they're like Josh Homme, Josh Homme, he's one of the most successful, like, artists, because, like, he's done, like, he did Kios, which was like a big thing, apparently, in the 90s. Not as big, like, as his other stuff, but still, like, big, like, you know, when you say Kios to, like, someone that likes rock or metal, like, they're kind of like, oh, yeah, Kios liked them. Or, like, they'll know Kios or something like that. I know Ahab doesn't particularly like Queens of the Stone Age. She doesn't care for them all that much. He's not a big fan of that style, I think it's like the vocals that gets him, and the content, and the lyrics. But, you know, it's all good. And the name refers to themselves being like into the classic rock band the Eagles. Only they dabble in death metal. Yeah. Yeah, you might not believe, but I actually like a lot of death metal bands. I like good death metal. I don't want to listen. I like quality death metal. I don't want to listen to death metal that's just play bad and go like, I don't want to listen to that. Like, I want to listen to like actual like instrumentation work, actual like the actual growl vocals. Like there's this famous band that's called 6 Feet Under, which has a funny cover of AC/DC albums and stuff. Those are funny, but like and the first couple albums by them are pretty good. He's the lead singer for the most famous death metal band of all time, Cannibal Corpse. Which I like Cannibal Corpse. Very weird lyrics, very dark topics, but like but it's about like anger, like the anger. Yeah, I find like for metal, I like heavy instrumentation, but I also like actual quality playing. That's why I don't listen to black metal very much. I don't particularly enjoy black metal. I think there's only one black metal band I actually really like. It's called Venom, but they led way to thrash metal, like which I prefer thrash metal. Which Metallica is like mainstream, like everyone's heard at least a thrash metal song before, Metallica or Anthrax or something like. Slayer is pretty popular. I like Slayer. Like, it sounded like noise with their the couple albums, but then they actually show that they don't just play random notes. They actually do have some instrumentation. Which I respect that. And they were produced by Ahab's boy Rick Rubin. At one point, they stopped being they're retired now, which is crazy because those guys are like what 50, some of them even like 40. Like they're not even that old. Like freaking AC/DC's out here still making like tons of things. Anyways, another band I like from the 90s, Tool. I freaking love Tool. But they'll probably never make another album ever again. It took 13 years to make one album. 13. They're basically like they use mathematics for their music. Like it's very technical. Like there's the unserious like Dio. Like I love Dio. And then like Tool is more like serious band on the technicality aspect. I like it. I like their sound. Their songs. There's a lot of catchy riffs and songs. Like sometimes they have their joke song that has a very technical, like freaking like it has a very technical like riffs and stuff. Like they use like different forms of instrumentation. Like it's progressive, which progressive is like the genre of like the Sedestinus and Leonard Cohen. So I consult his best album and his majestic, great folk music. Or listen, man, I haven't listened to Leonard Cohen that much. I have a feeling. How many albums does he have? I kind of don't, cause like if it's more than 30, I can't do it. like. Hey, I'm gonna check discography. 15. All right, I can do 15. I can check those out sometime. I've been listening, The Priest and Alice Cooper lately. I've listened to like most of my backlog. Like I'll list off my entire backlog of bands I still want to check out. 10-Minute Warning, the rest of AC/DC, Ace Frehley, Acid Witch, Aerosmith, After Forever, The Agonist, Hailstorm, Alice Cooper, Alien Sex Fiend, Amon Amarth, Andrew Horowitz, that's a good little guy, Angra, The Animals, Annihilator because they're Canadian, I gotta listen to them at some point. Aqua, because Gluntek likes Aqua. Arcturus, Armageddon, As I Lay Dying, as Medina at the Gates, Audio Slave, that's one of Chris Cornell's bands, August Burns Red, Avantasia, Avenged Sevenfold, which I was told is very good, The Axis of Awesome, just because of the Class was funny. The Axis of Perdition. I also said Axl Rose, but I just realized he only has a couple tracks. Bathory, Battle Beast, the Bee Gees, Behemoth, Between the Buried and Me, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Billy Idol. Like, this is just my backlog. Also, Nevertheless, you read 2 books, The Favorite Game and Beautiful Losers. I'll look for those. Yeah, this might be interesting. Billy Idol, Billy Talent, The Black Dahlia Murder, Black Flag, Black Label Society, because, it's one of the top metal bands, apparently. Blackmore's Night. I love Deep Purple. I love Rainbow. Why would I not listen to Richie Blackmore's third band, Night? Oh. Blaze Bailey, because he was the lead singer on 2 Iron Maiden albums I really love. Blaze on Stone, Blind Guardian, Blue Oyster Cult. Bob Dylan, who I listened to like 1 album. His voice is kind of weird. Oh yeah, some of these bands have like crazy amounts of album. Bob Seger, Bolt Thrower, Bon Jovi, Breaking Benjamin, Bruce Dickinson, because he's the lead singer of Iron Maiden. Bruce Springsteen, Blue Julia, Buckethead, Cacophony, Candlemass, Carcass, Carnage, Carnifex, Cathedral, Cattle Decapitation, CeeLo Green, Celtic Frost, Kimata, Chris Cornell, Circus Survive, Cedar Fungal, The Clash, Cold Chamber, Coil. God. Yeah. Dylan's like, I was listening to Traveling Wilburys albums, and he's in, and I was like, oh no, because like his voice is just strange. I might take him off the list because I don't like his voice. It's just so weird. Coil, Coulter Wall, Combat Christ, Control. This ain't on my list anymore, but Control Deny is fantastic. The end. Only 1 album, sadly. Corrosion of Conformity, the rest of the Cranberries albums, Cryptopsy, Daft Punk, Danger Mouse, Dark Throne, Dark Tranquility, David Gilmour. Oh yeah, that's right. I listened to every Waters album. That was the lead singer of Pink Floyd. I listened to all his albums recently because I was scared. And the first 3 are so good, and then the 4th one sucks ass. I hate that album. People blew it as a thing. Like, it's not. I don't like it. It's not. I didn't like it at all. David Lynch, the guy who made like a bunch of movies, what would you know? Eraserhead, Elephant Man, Dune, Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, the TV show Twin Peaks. He has a music career, and it's freaking great, kind of. It's so weird and strange. It's like, it's so strange, how it exists. Dead Kennedys, The Dead South, The Dead Weather, Dean Martin, because, crooners, Death Angel, the rest of Deep Purple. I only have a couple albums left. Yeah, and that's Roger Waters' recent album. It was his first album since, like, 1994, I think it was. Did you know that his first album, Roger Waters, was originally meant to be Pink Floyd's 12th album? I'm sorry, they're Pink Floyd's 11th album. But instead, they preferred the Wall concept, and then they made the Wall. Although, the producer and even Richard Wright said that Roger Waters' first album was a better concept, which it's really good, but the Wall is a much better concept. It's really, really good, though. It's really, really good. Oh yeah, it can be garbage. Yeah, Jesus. Def Leppard, Deftones, DayCD, Delane, Demon Hunter, Devil Driver, The Devil Wears Prada, Devin Townsend Project, Dima Borgia, Disturbed, Dawkin, the Doors, Dragon Force, The Dread Crew of Oddwood, Dream Evil, Dream Theater, Duff McKagan's Loaded, Dying Fetus. Of course, I still gotta listen to the rest of Eagles Death Metal. Elton John, of course, Eminem, Entombed, Epica, Eric Clapton, Esoteric, Eurythmics, Exorder, Exodus, Extol, Faith No. No, I listen to Faith No More. I do both. I still need help trying to figure out how I can do the live streams on my phone. And when I can show some. Actually, no, I can't show some CDs on stream because the covers could get me terminated. I don't. I'm being serious. So I own for CDs. I own like Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, stuff like Death, Pink Floyd, and all this stuff. The ones that are getting me banned is the Cannibal Corpse stuff, which is freaking awesome. But the covers are freaking. They're freaking. I probably wouldn't suggest googling them up. It is a death metal band. It definitely would not be your thing because they're an extreme. They're not like melodic death metal where they're singing like a melody. They're an extreme death metal. They're the most popular though. How to stream from a mobile device using the app Streamlabs. I'll have to watch the video when you post it. Fantomas, Fate's Warning, Fear Factory, Finger 11, Five Finger Death Punch, Fleetwood Mac, Foo Fighters, Foreigner, Frankie Sinatra, and Frankie Zappa. Frank Zappa is like 100 albums. What? Fraley's Comet, the rest of Funkadelic. That first album is really good, though. I like that first album. Furborg, yeah, Murray, Garbage, Gene Simmons' second album, George Harrison, Gillen, The Glitch Mob, God Flesh, Godhead, Go Shirda, Go Guts, Go to Laz, Green Day, The Guess Who, Haken, Hammerfall. There's one band I found called Herdicuity for the Sky, although they're post-black metal, so it might be good. I don't know. Hearse, Halloween, Hell Yeah, Henry Rollins, The Highwaymen, Hollywood Undead. I also said Hollywood Vampires, which I listen to, but I freaking love that band. That's a great band. Ian Gillan, Iron Savior, the rest of James Brown stuff, Jeff Lynne, Jeff Toll. Because, you know. Oh, cool. Interesting. Yeah, I still need to check it out, but there's a lot of albums. That's the thing. Jim Keltner, nope, I listened to that. I gotta put a controversial statement. I listened to the first John Lennon albums. A couple good songs. Besides that, I freaking hate them. I freaking hate his solo career. I freaking hate it. Freaking Yoko's on like one end of some of the songs. Some of the songs don't even. Just blah. It's just blah. In fact, I think he has the worst solo career of the guys. Oh, hello, Mother. Hello.
Did you give Layla her pill?
I'm about to. It's 8 o'clock. It's about 8 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, I'm almost at A&W, so you want a bacon cheeseburger with the potato?
Yeah. That'll work.
And there's pop at home, so...
Yeah, it's pop at home. You don't have to get any pop.
Okay. Okay, love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Hi, Mom. Yes, where was I? John Lennon. Frickin' John Lennon's solo career is the worst of the four Beatles. I'm gonna go the extra mile and say it's worse than Ringo's solo career. In my opinion, because... yeah, I prefer Ringo. I prefer Ringo over Paul as well, because Paul... ooh, that guy is the thing. George and Ringo, Ringo has those bombs, but he still has like fun songs I could probably remember. Like La Di Da is pretty stupid, but I'll remember the whole thing of La Di Da when I Go to sleep. La la di da. Like, oh, I freaking. Oh yeah, George is great. Traveling Wilburys albums, freaking fantastic. Layla, come on out. You have to get your pill. I had to give my sister a melatonin pill. A white pill for sleeping. I don't even know where the hell those things are.
Yeah.
What does the pill thing look like?
It's melatonin. It's over by my coffee machine.
Oh, it's by your coffee machine. All right.
Okay. Love you.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, I just hate John Solker. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's terrible. Freaking, oh my god, I just don't get it. I do not even get why people like it, is the thing. I think people like his solo career just because he's a martyr. He died because part of his beliefs. Taking melatonin for sleep many years ago. Now I check research. One of its better side effects is weight loss. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Definitely would be a better side effect. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to playing the games because if I don't, then I won't even have time to play any more stuff. Alrighty. But yeah, freaking. Oh my god, I'm just so sick and tired of what I'm so. I think John Lennon is probably one of these most overrated, besides Elvis, the most overrated freaking musicians solo career because some of his Beatles stuff is kind of strange too. He made like the Stranger stuff and the Beatles. I think I'm gonna remember and some of the stuff it just I don't know, man. I just don't like John. And I guess that's my other unpopular opinion. I don't like. I don't care too much for Nirvana. I don't like Elvis that much. I don't like John Lennon. It's another band I don't like. I Am the Walrus. That's a good parody though. That's a parody song. It's parody. Yeah, I like it because it's strange. It's so strange is the thing. I like it. That song is pretty good. It's like one of the. But even then, I'm more likely gonna be listening to one of even Paul's songs. There's more Paul songs I'll remember than John's solo career because I hate it. It's terrible. I think, in my opinion, it's terrible. I just don't get it. People love the solo career, and I met people recently that also hate it too. Hate everything, almost everything he did after the Beatles. Even that live show with Chuck Berry is terrible. He put Yoko in it. It's like, have you not heard your wife singing? What is this? That's not even a good interpretation of it, because my voice probably sounds better than hers in the microphone, I hope. No, it doesn't, obviously. Although on like more rock and hard rock music, me and Ahab, we do not share the same Shinnok character. He did? Darn, I gotta listen to that, cause, I know, like, oh yeah, he's also in, Star Wars as Count Dooku, like, goddamn, that name wants me to say Count Dooku. Come on. Is it on, like, Spotify or anything? Because if it is, I'll totally, I'm gonna check that out later, I have to remember that. Leonard Nimoy had a freaking music career. Or it's William Shatner as well, and I like that one for novelty purposes. It's on YouTube Music. Damn it! That's so bizarre. I want to hear his voice do heavy metal. Yeah. Ahab hates Motley Crue. He told me, which you know, it's surprising because they're pretty heavy and you know they're pretty hard and they're pretty rocking. But you know, maybe it's just the lyrics and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, maybe he likes Van Halen. Then he reveals to me he hates Van Halen, and I'm like, what? Okay, that is surprising because you know Van Halen, they're like that dude was real. Like that guy was real. Damn, I gotta listen to that. It's probably like doom metal or something. Damn it! Yeah, Van Halen's son is releasing an album this week. His first ever album. His band name is Mammoth WVH because his name's Wolfgang Van Halen. Because he's named after Wolfgang Amadeus. I think his name is Mozart. Like for general heavy metal, I think like the best bands to listen to for like general heavy metal, like Judas Priest, Metallica, Iron Maiden, like the big names are sometimes big for like a reason too. Like people call Metallica hacks nowadays because they don't make the same stuff like they did in the 1980s. Well, like, oh yeah, Twisted Sister, like oh yeah, the Twisted Sister is probably like one of the better of the hair metal era. I don't like Poison. I don't care much for Poison. Should be told, I don't care much for Poison. The Twisted Sister, did you know? Okay, did you know that the lead singer of Twisted Sister, he wrote and acted in a movie, a horror movie. It's called oh shit, what's the name of it? D. Snyder's Strangeland. He didn't direct the thing. It's really hated by critics, but audience actually considered a cult classic by the audience. Ahab absolutely hates it. Even though it's not like one of the best movies, D. Snyder is really interesting as like an actor, and he's a cult icon for his character in Strangeland. It's so strange seeing him, and you won't, and when you watch the movie, you won't even recognize him because he's all covered in tattoos and stuff. Like he's not, like yeah. Freaking Marilyn Manson was gonna be in Stephen King's The Stand TV miniseries, but they cut him out just because of the whole controversy going on with him. Um, which I'm like, you know, I've read a bit of the book, and like his part of the book, I like it, but it's the most disposable part, just because, like, you know, it's pretty grim in the book. The book is, you know, The Stand. I haven't finished the book because it's freaking it goes on and on and on and on. I would say read the cut edition, but the problem with the cut edition is it's uncanon. It's not even correct the correct order anymore. And the freaking dates and everything, it's all outdated. So it's a tricky book. Cause like I was telling you to read the stand. I'm like, it's a great book. It's a great book, but I would, in my opinion, it's not a first time. It's not a first time King book. If you're to go like and not do any of the if you were to go and not follow like maybe the timeline order or anything or whatever if you decided not to do that I think like if you're to go out of the his release order, The Shining is a good first read too. It's a pretty good book. The Shining, because The Shining's an all-time classic. I know people are saying, "Oh, it's not scary. It's not scary." Who cares? Shut up! It's not. Who cares if it's not scary to you? It's gonna be scary to someone else out there. What's scary to you might not be scary to me. Like you had you told your dreams of the Leviathan, and that's like your nightmare about that. Like that's like personally, I'm scared of freaking shadows and stuff. I'm scared of windows. I'm legit terrified of windows. I can't look at a damn window for my life. So stuff like window horror, like John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness having mirrors and stuff, that's terrifying to me. But it might not be someone else. So I always hated when people say "Oh, it's not scary." Well, for some horror movie, but I'm like, yeah, it's not scary to you. It might not be scary to a large percentage of people, but it's gonna be scary to someone out there. So it's still horror. Like something that's funny to us is not gonna be funny to someone else. I like politically incorrect humor. I like funny, dark humor jokes. I like stuff like that. But it's not gonna be funny to someone else. It's ridiculous. Whenever someone says "Oh, that's not scary" or "That's not funny," well, to you it isn't, but to someone else it is. I saw the new Conjuring movie. The new Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which is based on that case from the 80s. And I thought that was spooky, to be honest. People say, "Well, it's cheap jump scares." It's not. If they do it over and over again, you're gonna be desensitized to it at some point. But a kid is gonna watch that and be scared of it. It's an R-rated movie, but a kid can watch that. With parental restrictions. You need parental guidance above. If it's a movie, it's above 17 plus. It's restricted to. That's why it's R rating. It's restricted. I also hate when people blame R-rated movies for their kids misbehave or something like that. It's well, you showed them the movie, you allowed them to watch the movie or whatever. Oh, I've seen part 1. I haven't seen part 2. I haven't seen part 2 yet. My mom really liked part 2. But I like part 1. John Krasinski made the movie. Yeah, I was told it was just as good as part 1, except people were complaining, "Oh, it's not scary again! Shut up!" I don't care. It's not scary to you. It's gonna be scary to someone else out there. I like Here's a controversial take. I like Rob Zombie's movies. I like Rob Zombie's movies. I think The Devil's Rejects is a scary movie. That is a legit terrifying movie. Imagine if those people were around you. That's a scary idea. Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. People are like, oh, it's still blood or guts. It's not scary. Oh my god, I'm so sick and tired of... This is why I actually don't talk in horror groups. Because they're some of the dumbest people on the planet. In my opinion, some of them are. I want to see part 2. I know that apparently they are making like spin-offs and sequels and stuff like that, but people are like, oh, why can't Hollywood be original anymore? Well, you don't watch original movies. You go watch Star Wars and Avengers and stuff. You watch the same stuff. It's like, oh, it's the audience fault. Well, you're the audience too. You still viewed this thing. You still viewed the trailer. You still came on the trailer. Yeah. With horror, it's like, why can't some people acknowledge like a good movie in horror? It doesn't have to be scary all the time either. Can it just be like a good movie? Oh, but it has to be scary the whole time. So a science fiction movie has to be science the whole time. A romance has to be just kissing and sex all the whole time. A fantasy has to be magic the whole time. Like put that logic to anything. It's the stupidest argument I've ever heard in my life. Political fiction has to be political the entire time. Like, it's a ridiculous argument. I hear it kind of retcons I hear it kind of retcons the first movies a little bit. By like how the aliens came in or something like that. I like. There's a lot of alien horror coming out, like Army of the Dead. I watched that. That was a good movie. It's only for the fact that frickin'. Yeah, I was told that it apparently retcons something. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, damn it. No! God damn it! No! 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 I've only been able to watch Warner Bros. Movies for the past bit because they're the only things coming out on the VOD. Oh, you're heading out. Alrighty. Well, have a decent night, feller, and a decent night. We'll travel. What was that Robert A. Heinlein book? Have spacesuit will travel. Yes, we'll have spacesuit will travel. You travel through time in your dreams and stuff. So it's 8:18 up here, so I don't know how late it's down there. It's probably like, I don't know, 4 o'clock. Well, anyways, have a nice day or night or morning or I don't know what time it is really. So have a nice time. There we go. Time. Alright. I'm actually gonna end the stream now because yeah. Alright, because it's probably best to end the stream now.